Welcome to the first ever Bookit Sports Combine presented by, you guessed it, Bookit Sports. We've got a loaded field of athletes: Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May. Let's see how these athletes perform when the lights are brightest. Let's take a look at the 4 athletes who are competing in today's Combine.
First up, we've got Chelly, the wide receiver out of Penn State. Now, he struggled at times to stay healthy, but when he was out there on the field, there's no doubt he's one of the most talented receivers in this year's class, potentially better than Marvin Harrison Jr., people are saying. Now, Mikey Overs is the first ever participant in the NFL draft from the University of Akron. He's also the first ever kick returner only to participate in the NFL draft. Let's see how much juice he's bringing. Could be the next Devin Hester. Next up, we've got Lauren Cowling, aka LC, the QB out of Texas. She carried the Longhorns to the college football playoffs in her senior season, but in typical Texas fashion, they were stunned in the first round. She's looking to prove to all the scouts in this year's Combine that she's the best QB in this year's class.
Finally, rounding out today's contestants is Trent Attia, the wide receiver from TCU. Now, he's been falling down draft boards all week because of the leaked video that came out of him ripping a chop so fat he couldn't speak for 10 minutes. Let's see how his Combine performance today impacts his draft stock. Before we take you to these 4 athletes, let's go over the drills they're going to be competing in today.
Looks like we've got star receiver Trent Attia getting loose on the sidelines. Whoa! Look at those moves. A little too flexible. Now we've got Chelly getting loose. Look at that footwork. Unbelievable. Here's Trent lining up for his 40-yard dash. Let's see if he can break his record from Pro Day. He's on the move. There he goes. Will he beat it? No. A 5.81. Now Chelly steps up. Let's see how he does on his 40-yard dash. And he's off. There he goes. Look at that speed. Look at those legs. And a great number, 5.12. Now Mike steps up, Mikey Overs, the speedster kick returner from Akron, and he's off. What a number he's putting up, a 5.2, a record for him. Now we've got LC lining up here, the speedster. She's a dual threat, QB behind the pockets. Look at her go. Wow, a 5.59. We've got Mikey Overs stepping up to do the 3-cone drill. He dominated this on his pro day. Let's see how he does. And he's off. Look at those quick legs. They're moving and grooving. Oh my goodness, I've never seen such speed, such effort, intensity. A 7.18, someone called Guinness. That's a world record, folks. Here's Trent lining up for his 3-cone drill. Now, he's not known for his changing of speeds or direction. Some have compared him to DK Metcalf in that sense, but look at the effort. But the footwork just is not there. This is not going to be a good number. Looks like he's logging a 9.4. Jeesh. That's tough to do. Now we've got Chelly lining up for the 3-cone drill out of Penn State. He crushed this in his pro day. Let's see if he can run it back in front of the scouts. Ooh, it's a slow start for Chelly, but he's starting to get moving. He's starting to get grooving. Let's see how he rounds those cones. And he's in there. Great number, 8.32. Next up, we've got the highly anticipated broad jump. I know we're all excited to see just how far Trent can jump. The expectations are not high, but let's see how it plays out. Mikey's stepping up. Let's see how he does. My goodness, a 7.6. Good to see Dave out there up and moving, helping the people. Here goes Trent. The expectations are low and the results are even lower. He could barely even stand still. He might have jumped backwards, folks. I don't know how he did it. If I was an NFL GM, he'd be falling down my draft board. Next up is Chelly. Now, he's been battling back from injury all offseason. We've been impressed so far with the Combine. Let's see how he does in the broad jump. Whoa! Watch out, folks! Let's see how he does in round 2. This will be his last chance. Oh my goodness, a 7.10? Nearly every NFL GM has stuck around for the end of the Combine to see LC getting some reps in under center. LC steps back. Mikey Overs, the kick returner, trying to transition into a wide receiver. What a dart. My goodness. Now Trent making a move. What a throw. Look at those legs go. Oh, and Chelly goes down. Somebody call an ambulance. He might be hurt, folks. Mikey Overs with a great cut to the outside. What a catch. He might be a wide receiver in this draft, folks. Drop the kick returner. He might be the next wide receiver. And Chelly with a toe tap. Is that Santonio Holmes or is that Chelly? Oh my goodness. And LC with the hose. She hits Mikey Overs for a touchdown. We've got Chelly getting loose for a route. This one's deep. And he makes the play. Well, if you didn't already know, LC is clearly one of the best arms in this year's draft. If I were the Commanders at number 2, I'd surely be making a call to draft her.
Wow, folks, what a show that was. Now, Trent was not able to put those off-the-field issues to the side with his atrociously bad broad jump. Expect him to fall back down the leaderboards once again throughout the week. Shelley dominated the combine this year. He's now a pick'em with Marvin Harrison to be the first wide receiver off the boards. Talk about a sleeper pick. It's safe to say whoever's drafted Mikey Overs to be their next new kick returner and Lauren Cowley to be the next QB is getting a blue-collar, hard-working star that's going to take over the league by storm. Join us on draft night for Night Sweats for full coverage of the first rounds. You don't want to miss it. We'll be seeing.